So our plant in consideration for our work is this tomato plant.
NTC 102 to the reference point.
A thermistor is a resistor.
And this lycopene actually provides this really red color
So
for
the
the
voltage across
tomatoes.
the thermistor is 2.24.
Hello. So we along with our students, what we plan to do is we try to take a simple electronic circuit and understand it and build a application circuit using this. So in today's video, we are going to take a thermistor, understand the functionality of the thermistor, and finally build a live application. So the live application will be, we'll have to go to a tomato plant and measure the environment temperature around the tomato plant. So let's look into the contents. So first, we look at thermistor types, packages and markings. Then we'll go and understand the thermistor equation and try to obtain B value from the data sheet. Then we'll just construct a simple temperature measuring circuit using the thermistor. And finally, we'll go live real time and we'll measure the temperature around a tomato plant.
A thermistor is a resistor whose resistance is dependent on temperature. Figure 1 is typically thermistor. Structure using sensitive semiconductor metal oxidized with lead formed into a ceramic disc or bed. Thermistors are very sensitive and react to very small changes in temperature. Accuracy ranges from 0.05 degrees Celsius to 1.00 degrees Celsius.
Thermistors are two types. One is NTC and another one is PTC. NTC means negative temperature coefficient of resistance, and PTC is called as positive temperature coefficient of resistance. In NTC thermistor reduces in resistance, the temperature is increases. PTC thermistor increases its resistance, the temperature also increases.
Thermistor packages are of three types. They are bead, disc and glass. Bead type operate with an extremely fast response of time. It works under hot temperature. Disc, excellent electrical and thermal stability. It is mostly NTC type. Glass, encapsulated bead, accurate temperature measurement.
So we've already seen the different types of thermistors and what a thermistor is, and also the different packages. Now let's look into the thermistor markings and codes. Okay. Now you can see in figure 2 a disc type thermistor, and there is a specific marking on the surface of this thermistor which denotes 1, 0 and 2. The first and the second figures, or the first and the second digits, that is 1 and 0, are called as significant digits. And the third figure or the digit, it expresses the number of zeros that follow the first two figures or digits. So that means 1 0 followed by 2 zeros. Okay, so the value will be 1000 ohms or 1 kilo ohm. So in case you find a marking with 102, in case you find a thermistor with a marking 102, it means the value of the resistance is 1 kilo ohm. Now we'll also look into some other examples. This specific table 1, it actually mentions thermistor codes and we have taken it from the data sheet. So in case the code on the surface of the thermistor is 102, the resistance is 1 kilo ohm. In case the resistance on the surface of the thermistor is 103, it means it is 10 followed by 3 zeros, which is 10 kilo ohm. And in case the value is 104, that means it is 10 followed by 4 zeros, that is 100 kilo ohm. So in case you're very lazy to calculate, you can definitely look up these values from your data.
This is our thermistor NTC 102. It is 1 kilo ohm. So this thermistor we use it in our circuit application. Now we'll start the analytical part. Here we'll try to determine the thermistor resistance at desired temperature. So in order to determine the thermistor resistance at desired temperature, we use the following equation. This equation relates B, material constant, with temperature into ln of resistance. So our interest is to determine R2 at T2. So what we do is we obtain the value of B, T1 and R1 from manufacturer data sheet. So in the next few slides, I will show you how to determine, how to obtain B value, T1 value and R1 value from the data sheet. Now I'll elaborate what is B value. So from the equation, B value is material constant. It is determined by the ceramic material from which it is made, and you can obtain the B value from manufacturer data sheet. Now I'll show you how to obtain the B value from the data sheet. So a part of specification from thermistor TTC 102 manufacturer data sheet is represented in table 2. So in this table we have 5 columns. So our interest is thermistor 102. So you can see thermistor 102 part number specified in part number column. So the corresponding B value for part number 102 is 3800. So this B value is specified for temperature T1 25 degrees centigrade and T2 50 degrees centigrade, which exactly matches with the equation B T1 slash T2. So in the equation, the B parameter is substituted as 3800 Kelvin, T1 is substituted as 25 degree and 50 degree is substituted in place of T2. So now our interest is to obtain R2. So in order to obtain R2, we have substituted B value T1 and T2. Now in order to obtain R1, R1 is the resistance at temperature 25 degree. So this is specified here R25 ohm, that is 1 kilo ohm or 1000 ohms. So this 1 kilo ohm can be substituted in R1. So once finally we substitute B value as 3800, T1 as 25 degree, T2 as 50 degree and R1 as 1 kilo ohm, we can obtain R2. The complete calculation is shown in the next slide.
Now we look into the calculation part. So from the data sheet we have obtained the following parameters. T1 is equal to 25 degree, T2 is equal to 50, B value material constant equal to 3800 Kelvin and R1 is equal to 1 kilo ohm. So these 4 values were obtained from the data sheet. Now we'll substitute all these 4 parameters in the equation, and once we substitute it, we can determine what is R2. So R2 can be determined from the equation. So now after calculation, we have obtained R2 is equal to 373.058 ohm. Remember that once you're doing calculation, 50 degree centigrade and 25 degree centigrade must be converted to Kelvin during calculation.
So just like your previous calculation, so we've taken some more samples of different temperature values, okay, and shown in table 3. So we've taken temperatures ranging from 29 to 35 degrees centigrade, and we've obtained the different resistance values for the different temperatures. And as you can see that the resistance value, it ranges between 845 to 661. And when you see that the temperature at 845 resistance was 29 degrees and the temperature for 661 ohms was 35 degrees. So as your temperature increases, the resistance is decreasing, meaning that this calculation was made for an NTC type thermistor. So now we know what a thermistor is, and we know the thermistor equation, and we are also able to look into the data sheet and perform some analysis. Then we can develop an application circuit. Meaning that if you know about the component and if you are able to do some analysis using a data sheet, then definitely you are ready to build an application. Now we are building an application using a simple voltage divider circuit, okay, and it's shown in figure. So we just have 2 simple components. One is your R1 resistor, 1 kilo ohm resistor, and the other one is your NTC 102 thermistor R2. Okay, and always whenever you develop a circuit using your thermistor, you should ensure that the current rating is in milliamps. So to do that, we have chosen R1 in terms of kilo ohms to make sure that the current rating is in milliamps.
Now we'll start building the temperature measuring circuit using thermistor. So we have a thermistor, we have a 1K resistor. Basically it's a voltage divider circuit. So I'll use this row as positive row. I'll connect the resistor and I'll connect the thermistor NTC102 to the reference point. So the bottom row I'll use it for reference point, that is ground, and the top row I'll use it for plus 5 volt. Now in order to give a separate power supply, I've used a mobile charger. That is, I've used Samsung 5 volt, you can see 5 volt, 1 ampere rating mobile charger. So it is basically using USB cable. So you can see the end has got 4 wires. You can see green color, you can see a green color wire, you can see a white color wire, you can see a red color and a black wire. So for our connection we just require a red color wire and a black color. Red color is plus 5 volt and the black color is ground or reference point. So for our circuit I am taking the red color cable and connecting it to the positive point, and the black color reference point I am connecting to the ground or the reference point in the breadboard using breadboard jumper cables. So finally the circuit is completed.
So now what we have done is we've taken the theoretical circuit and we've completed all our connections. And before going in for the live measurement, let's just see how temperature affects the tomato plant.
Effect of temperature on tomato plant. Tomato is a warm season crop. Temperature below 10 degree and above 38 degree will adversely affect plant. At a high temperature, pollen sterility occurs. Flower may drop in a tomato plant. And a tomato plant at very low temperature, cat-faced fruit may result.
So our plant in consideration for our work is this tomato plant. You can just see the fruit of the tomato plant and you can also see some flowers of the tomato. Okay, so we have considered this tomato plant because it's a commercial crop and it's used almost every day by many people, and it's a very high source of antioxidants. So as you can see some tomatoes here. This is a really red tomato, okay, which is red all over, and this red color is provided by a carotenoid called lycopene, and this lycopene actually provides this really red color for the tomatoes. And here again you can see some tomatoes which have been exposed to temperatures greater than 30 degrees centigrade, and because of this what happens is the top portion near the shoulders, all these portions are kind of orangish in color, and here you can see that it is red in color because it was not exposed to high temperature. Okay, and so definitely high temperatures affect the nutritive value of tomatoes. So we have considered this electronic application circuit to actually measure or monitor the environment temperature of tomato plants, which actually effectively plays an important role in the nutritive value of the fruits themselves. So there are 3 problems because of very high temperature. The first problem was, we've already discussed, that the tomato fruits nutritive value is going to be reduced. Okay, and the second problem is, these are tomato flowers. Okay, you can see them. Okay, can you see them? Yes. So these tomato flowers, what happens is, at very high temperature the stigma of this flower gets exerted. Okay, and then what happens is the pollens won't land onto this stigma, and finally what happens is pollination will not happen. Okay, which leads to reduced tomatoes in the plant. Okay, another problem is, in case pollination had already done. Okay, and still in case after pollination the temperature is going to be very, very high, then what happens is germination process will be affected. So it's going to definitely affect the flower, and it's also going to affect the fruit. Okay, so maintaining an optimum temperature between 10 to 30 degrees centigrade is very essential for your tomato plant, because this is a commercial crop. So definitely optimum temperature means more yield of tomatoes.
Now we'll start measuring the voltage across the thermistor. Now before measuring the thermistor voltage, we'll measure the source voltage. So the circuit is powered up with 5.26 volt. The circuit is powered up with 5.26 volt, 26 or 27. Now we'll measure the voltage across the thermistor. So the voltage across the thermistor is 2.246, 2.245, or you can say 6.
So we had measured two voltages from the field. The first one was the thermistor voltage, which was 2.246 volts, and the other one was a source voltage, which is equal to 5.26 volts. Now let's substitute these two voltages into our voltage divider equation, and we get our thermistor resistance to be 819 ohms. We obtained this by using a tolerance of plus 10%, which was mentioned from the manufacturer data sheet. Now let's measure the environmental temperature by substituting this value, resistance value, into our thermistor equation. Okay, so we have substituted this value of resistance in place of R2, and we have obtained the temperature to be 29.7 degrees centigrade. That means approximately 30 degrees centigrade. So we can say that the environmental temperature around the tomato plant is equal to 30 degrees centigrade.
So for validating our temperature with thermistor, so we are comparing the temperature, environmental temperature of this tomato plant using a thermometer. So it shows around, the thermometer shows around approximately 30 degrees centigrade.
So we have measured the environmental temperature around the tomato plant using the thermistor. So we understood what a thermistor is, we tried to build an application circuit, and we also measured the temperature. Now we needed to validate it, so we used a red liquid thermometer, and we found that the temperature measured using a thermistor was 29.7 degrees centigrade, and the temperature measured using the red liquid thermometer was 30 degrees centigrade, meaning that both of them were approximately similar. So tomato is an important commercial crop, and the temperature requirement for the tomato plant is a minimum of 10 degrees centigrade to a maximum of 34 degrees centigrade as shown in the table. So temperature actually affects important processes like seed germination, seed growth, fruit set, and red color development. So agriculturists usually say that to avoid high temperature, you can go for remedies like shading your tomato plant. So hope all of you understood how to build a simple application circuit. So in case you have any doubts or queries, please do post your feedback. And in case you need more videos on basic electronics and their applications, please do post your comments. So that's it from all of us here at Aditya Institute of Technology. Stay safe, stay happy, and stay hopeful. Jai Hind.